In a fight card that is slated for Friday, May 23rd, coming from Keepmoat Stadium in Doncaster, Yorkshire, the UK, Terry Harper is headlining with her WBO World Lightweight title as she goes in against Natalie Zimmerman from Germany. Harper is a multi-division champion, and she is the type of fighter that is really homegrown out of the UK, where she has a swell of support. People really like Terry Harper and how she boxes and how she has been with the public and representing in the sport. As she gets ready for this particular fight against Zimmerman, going into this bout, she's looking to not only return to being a fighter that can really put on a good display of boxing, as she did against Rian Dixon back in September of 2024. Now, when you think about Zimmerman, whose last fight was also in September of 2024, where she had a points victory over Katerina Dvorkova, these two ladies are now coming to the ring to settle matters. Harper is bringing her record of 15-2 with 2 draws and 6 KOs against Zimmerman's 13-0 with 3 KOs. These two are going to mix it up, and when you think about it, Zimmerman, though she's not declared as orthodox or southpaw, she's primarily an orthodox fighter, but she'll try to change it up. When you think about Harper is definitely an orthodox fighter. She's now 28 years of age, but Zimmerman is 42. That could be one of the benchmarks for this fight, because age does play a difference in boxing, and Harper, who's typically a good boxing fighter with a solid foundation, she punches well and clean, but she has been stopped. The thing about Zimmerman is she's going to come in and try to go against the more experienced Harper as a fighter who has 3 KOs on her record, but she's not necessarily a real puncher. What we have to do is pay attention to the quality of opposition. Harper's last couple of opponents outside of Dixon: Sandy Ryan, Cecilia Brækhus, and Ivana Habazin. Those fighters are what have made Harper. And having a draw with Brækhus and having stopped against Sandy Ryan, she has bounced back from also an earlier loss against the likes of Alicia Baumgartner. So that brings her into this fight with the type of motivations and confidence that she can be more than capable of handling Zimmerman. When you think about the co-main event, this is where things get a little dicey, because we're going to see the return to the ring of Maxie Hughes. Now, Hughes is a fighter who has come into things as an exciting, crowd-pleasing fighter, but he's a vulnerable fighter. He's bringing his record of 28-7 with 2 draws into this fight, and when he goes up against Archie Sharp, who's now 25-1 with 9 KOs, we're going to see whether or not Hughes can hold the fort here, because he's 35 years of age now and battling at the lightweight division. Whether or not his knockout ratio will hold up, because Hughes is not a huge puncher, but he has a huge heart. He's got 6 KOs out of those 28 victories, and he's the type of fighter, like I said, that's crowd pleasing. Sometimes he'll bring it to go the distance. Other times he'll bring it to buckle down and get after the opponent. With Sharp, this is an opportunity for he to elevate himself. This fight will be for the WBC Silver Lightweight title, which is an international regional title, but it will be an opportunity for him to be considered as an opponent for a world title holder going forward in the lightweight division. All in all, these fighters are considered local in what they do, and they're going to bring that entertainment value from the UK as far as upholding what boxing means in the UK. The UK really knows how to support their fighters. They know how to give the attention and attentiveness to the game to the fighters, and I admire that quality, because when they do that, the sport moves ahead and is uplifted. And just because you may not be familiar, I say this all the time, with certain fighters, it doesn't mean that you can't be entertained by the fighters, and it doesn't mean that you can't be entertained by the fights and matchups themselves. This bout will be broadcast on Dazn, and if you get a chance to tune in, I guarantee that WBO World Lightweight title with Harper defending against Zimmerman should be entertaining. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.